Excellent. All right, so I'm going to adjust this so you can see me pretty well standing. Buenos días, todo el mundo. Vamos a empezar a estar de pie. So let's get up on our feet for just a second, and I'm going to bring my feet as close together as I can. And from there, just begin. Voy a empezar moviendo los dedos del pie. I'm going to just start moving my toes, trying to maybe pick up my mat with my toes here. And then from there, spread out the balls of the feet. And you don't have to even lift your heels, but just pitch your weight forward into the balls of the feet. And then move the weight back through your talones into the heels. As you do that, maybe feel the thigh bones lifting for a moment. Good. And then tuck your arms deep into your sides. So I'm going to hug the thighs and then take my neck down and up. Chin over one shoulder. Just notice how that becomes a balancing pose. Chin over the other shoulder. Inhale, move, inspirando por el centro. Y ahora con la cabeza arriba. So just lift the head up. Now take one hand. I'm going with my right hand. Detrás de la cabeza. So take it behind the head. Y abrimos el pecho un poco más. So you'll open your chest a little bit more. Good. Inhale, let the head come down. And exhale right back up. Let's switch sides. So left hand detrás de la cabeza. Good. A little stretch por el pecho. Stretching through your chest, por la axila, through your armpit. Muy bien. And then from there, dos manos detrás de la cabeza. So now I really want you to feel weight of the body move through the feet, and you'll send some weight back. So that's going to activate the muscles of the thighs, hip flexors, hamstrings, and the gluteal group. So you're feeling the body hinged from those powerful muscles there. Good. And it almost allows the head to just float back. Muy bien. So now let's take the two arms together, two palms in front of the heart. Exhale, the arms move up. And take your gaze, your vista a tus pulgares. So gaze to the thumbs. And then exhale, move to elbows, to the thighs. Good. Let's try that a couple times. So you're going to go all the way up. Inspirando, and then all the way down. Codos, they're just going to touch the thighs. So we don't want the weight to come down, but just a light little toca de los muslos. Good. Let's try this a few more times. Remembering, try to keep your feet all the way together here. So this just kind of makes this more of a work on balance, equilibrio. Good. Let's try this one more time. Inhale and exhale. So we'll pause down here for a moment. Good. And then just while you're here, shift the weight a little bit forward and back in your feet. Good. So feeling your core connecting, waking up. Good. And then from here, I'm going to take my hands, move them detrás de los muslos, and then fold over and let the head now move. So your cabeza está moviendo hacia los talones. So I want you to see if you can take the back of the head a little closer to the heels. Get a real estiramiento, a real stretch. Muy bien, muy bien. And then from here, I'm going to bend in my knees. I'm even just taking my hands for a moment to my sitting bones. So making this a little bit about my triceps. Good. And a big lift. So now feel the sitting bones moving down as you come up to arms. Dos brazos juntos. Good. Pull down with the floating ribs. And then the opposite elbow moves to thigh. So I've got my codo izquierdo a mi muslo derecho. So taking your left elbow to the right thigh. Good. Trying to move your kneecaps parallel. Good. Big breath. And then exhale, pushing through the feet once again to bring that weight up. Para estirar arriba otra vez. And now I'm going to take codo apuesto. So this is my right elbow to my left thigh, mi muslo izquierdo. Good. And again, just feel weight even as much as you can through your feet. Your two kneecaps parallel. Try to move your head actively above your tail, so la cabeza sobre el trasero. Muy bien. And desde aquí, bringing the weight of the body all the way back up again. Take the palms to the low back and stretch. Good. And now leave the right hand there at the sacrum. Take the left hand to the back of the neck. Good. And then just let the fingers perhaps move a little closer together as the spine stays long and the neck stays released. Cambiando lados, so you'll switch sides. Hands here moving. This back behind you. Good. And maybe your fingers connect, maybe not. Again, working to free the neck. Good. So now 2 hands back to the low back once again. Turn the toes out and then the heels to meet the toes. So lift one heel. So your legs back in a parallel. Lift the opposite heel. And feel the ankle come right up under the sitting bone. Feel the bones of the ankle. So los huesos del tobillo adentro y afuera están equilibradas. So you're going to keep those bones balanced in the feet as you pick up one heel. Good. And I want you to slowly set the heel down. So arriba, abajo, arriba, abajo. Muy bien. So now from here, gather the weight in the right foot, lift the left. And just breathe for a moment, holding that weight. Set it down, dedo, planta, talón. The otro lado, so now you'll try that on the other side. Talón, planta, dedo, and then just feel yourself finding balance in that left side. Good. And now that leg moves down. 2 arms move up, 2 thighs move back. And exhale, push to the feet to find yourself tall once again. So we'll go atrás y arriba, atrás y arriba, atrás y arriba, atrás y arriba. Good. A couple more. Atrás y arriba, atrás y arriba. This time let's hold our weight down on our pausa aquí. Take 2 hands to the left thigh. Rotate your rib cage toward it and exhale, float over. Good. So you could take your mano derecha, tu tobillo izquierdo. Good. And just breathe. Good. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, 2 hands to the thigh. Pull the costillas a la izquierda aquí. And then you can slide the left hand. Preparar la mano izquierda a tu tobillo derecho. Good. Inhale, coming up, up, up. Exhale, interlacing the fingers. Y vamos a poner la mano en la espinilla izquierda. So I'm taking my hands to my left shin. Muy bien. And try to make the right thigh pull upright. Muy bien. Bajando, bajando. So lowering that leg. Vamos a intentar lo otro lado. So I'm going to try that on the other side. Subiendo. Good. Inhale, release. And now exhale, just lift one leg and then the other. Brazos arriba. Again, I want you to feel yourself push into the leg that's supporting you. Feel the 5 toes, the ball of the foot, the heel. Waking up. Equilibrio. Beautiful. Good. So now let's pause once again with the left leg lifted and then take it behind you for a moment and stretch the top of the foot. Good. So I've bent both knees and I'm applying a little weight to the top of the foot. And then from here, I'm going to bend and straighten the knee just a few times. Feeling my hamstring connected. Good. And then exhale, set that foot down, toe ball heel, take the 2 arms up, and a big stretch, and now send weight into the heel. Good. Now exhale, bring weight to the hips or hands to the hips, manos a la cadera, and then lift the back leg up. Then bend the knee, step it in, and we'll try that on the other side. So now right toes turn under, back behind you. Doblamos, estiramos la rodilla. So you'll just feel top of the foot stretching. Good. And then from here, we can lengthen the knees and bend and straighten. Good. And then from here, step the toes down, ball the foot, then the heel, el talón, and then exhale the arms up. So feel the belly stretching, stretching. And let's exhale. Bring the arms forward once again. Hands to the hips, lift the leg, and step it right back in. Good. So now 2 arms out, and then we'll lift the heels. Good. Arms out. Pull down with the ribs, lift the heels. Arms out. Pull down and lift. Arms out. Pull in and lift. Good. One more time. Hold here. Hands to the hips. One heel up, other heel down. So feel that shift. Keep the hips level and switch the heels. And switch. And switch. And switch. So again, feeling that energetic opposition between the 2 thighs. Switching. Switching. 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Let's pause now. 2 heels up. Good. Exhale, slide the hands down. Stretch the sternum up. Exhale, see if the head can move towards the knees. Good. Inhale, look up. Heels move down. And exhale, slide the hands down to the ankles hasta los tobillos. And estira, estira, estira. Let's inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hop wide. We'll try this a few times. So you'll inhale and exhale, hop in. Exhale, hop wide. Inspira. Expira. Bueno, piernas abiertas y cerradas. Good. Couple more. Good. And then let's hold that wide for a moment. Pon un poco piso, un peso del cuerpo in cada pierna. So you're going to put the weight of your body in each leg. Good. And just feel, again, it's like a floating action. Good. Lado y lado. And then let's hold the weight centered there. Brazos afuera, arms out, fingertips up, find a back bend. And back. Y ahora arriba. And back. Y ahora arriba. Y back. Y ahora arriba. Good. Hold the weight back. And again, switch piernas. So you'll hold weight. Cambia. Y cambia. Cambia. 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Inhale, stretching all the way up. Exhale, Padottanasana. Estirando. Good. Bajando la cabeza. Good. So again, trying to look up and see your tailbone. Desde aquí, empujamos por los pies. You push through the feet once again to come up. Opposite hand comes across the body. Estirando aquí. So I'm going to actively pull back. Estirando entre los omoplatos y la columna. So you're stretching in between the shoulder blades and the spine. Y ahora arriba. And then girando otra dirección. You'll turn and twist the other way. Same thing. Actively stretching entre los omoplatos y la columna. Stretching between the shoulder blades and the spine. Muy bien. Empujamos por los pies. You'll push through the feet. Bring ourselves right back up. Girando, so you're going to turn just the right toes out. And then doblamos, estiramos la rodilla. So you're going to bend, straighten the knees. Start with your manos aquí en el torso. Begin with the hands on the torso. And then floating the arms out. Good. And then hold the knee turned in, roll the thumbs, and roll them back. Over and back. Over and back. Good. Y ahora palmas arriba, palms up. Lift the heel, your talón derecho, and then planta del pie. So you're going to come ball to heel, planta, talón. Good. Now hold that foot. Exhale, come, stretch, top arm over the ear. Good. And exhale, right back, estirando otra dirección. Good. And arriba otra vez. Turn those toes in. Opposite foot turns out. Doblamos, estiramos. Doblamos, estiramos. So you're just waking up again. If it feels helpful, go back to the torso. Feel cadera, costillas, y clavícula all alineada. You want to feel all those bones lined up. Good. And then the arms flotando afuera. They float out. Good. And then paramos aquí. Dedos arriba, dedos abajo, dedos arriba, dedos abajo. Muy bien. Una vez más. So pausing here for just a second. And then pulling down. Estirando. Abriendo la axila. And then desde aquí, so then from here, exhale, subiendo, lifting up, and then girando otra dirección. Muy bien. And now from here, I'm going to step my right foot, mi pie derecho, hasta mi pie izquierdo. And then this is my right side facing the computer. Inhale, arms, come on. Exhale, voy a bajar. Step the right foot, the left foot back. Knees move in, elbows move hasta tus lados. So we'll come down and up. 5, and up. 4, and up. 3, and up. 2, and 1. Hold this lift up. Lift the left leg and the right arm. 5 respiraciones. Y abajo. Otra dirección. You're just going to lift. 5. Scoop the belly deep. 3, and 2, and 1. Arms move in. Hips lift. Y desde aquí, la pierna derecha arriba. So you'll turn that knee up towards the sky. Talón. Y desde aquí, vamos a colocar el pie derecho detrás de la mano derecha. So you'll take the right foot behind the right hand. Push the back toes, ball of the foot and heel into the floor. Push from there, rising up. Warrior 1. So find yourself making a little arch with your spine. And I'm resting my head, or pushing my head into my hands because that feels good. Muy bien, desde aquí, I'm going to take my codo izquierdo a mi muslo derecho. I'm going to take my left elbow here to my right thigh, mi muslo. And then feel into those toes. Can I stretch all 10 of my toes here? Good. So now, left hand, mano izquierda a tu tobillo derecho. And then stretch that leg. So I'm going to resist through the hamstring. Resistir. Y también la cabeza sobre el coccyx. If you put your hand on your low back, can you feel the head above your tail? Good. Big stretch. Look up. And then you could take that arm up. Muy bien. Dos manos abajo. Take 2 hands down. Bend the back knee. Stretch la cadera. Good. Curl the back toes under. Lift the hips. And exhale. Lift that top leg up. Bueno, so la pierna izquierda está ya en el aire. Good. And we'll set that foot down where it was. Pivot in the feet. Hacer un little gira. And desde aquí, Padottanasana. So I'm taking Padottanasana. Muy bien. And now I'm going to girar hacia mi pierna izquierda. I'm going to turn towards my left leg. Step the back leg in. Inhale, come up on the other side of the mat to do that sequence on the other side here. So desde aquí, brazos arriba. Big stretch. Y vamos a bajar, bajando. Good. Inhale, mirando arriba. And then exhale, step it back, left and right. So this time you could take 5 push-ups in a full plank, just waking up the upper body. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Exhale, la cadera arriba desde aquí. Y vamos a subir la pierna izquierda. So now you'll lift the left leg. Now vamos a doblar. You'll bend the knee. Good. Keep melting the top of the head over. Y desde aquí vamos a colocar la pierna, el pie detrás de la mano izquierda. So take the left foot behind the hand and then melt those toes back, toe, ball, heel. Empujamos por 2 pies. So you push through both feet to find el poder, to find that lift. Muy bien, muy bien. And then once again, I'm going to put my hands behind my head so I can let my cuello, la cabeza relajar completamente. Muy bien. Desde aquí, so from here, palmas juntas, and I'm going to take my codo apuesto a mi muslo izquierdo. Good. So now this is an opportunity. Empujamos por el talón atrás. So push through the back heel. Lift. Vamos a subir por el arco del pie. So you're going to lift through the arches of the feet. Lift through the thighs. Muy bien. And then from here, your mano derecha a tu tobillo izquierdo. And then let's stretch and extend the leg, la pierna izquierda. Hand here to the sacrum, feel the head above your sacrum, and then exhale, subiendo. Good. You can take the gaze up. A lot happening. Y desde aquí, ponemos las manos abajo, and then you're going to bend the back knee and feel the hips melt. Van a fundir hacia el piso. Muy bien. Muy bien. From here, let's gather the weight once again. So you can move your the ball to heel on your left foot. Wake it up. And then curl the back toes underneath you. Lift the legs, subiendo. And then find that energetic split between your 2 legs. Good. And desde aquí, vamos a bajar. You'll set that right foot back down. Girando. So you'll turn towards the back foot once again. Hands here. Inner ankles. Good. So I'm just going to stand and step my feet together. And let's work a little bit on equilibrio. So now back facing your ordenador. So I have 2 dedos on my mano derecha, and then I'm going to take those dedos to the big toe, be firm here with my hand, and then extend. Vamos a extender. Good. Doblando, bajando. It wasn't bonito, but it's what I did. So try this on the other side. 2 dedos hasta el dedo gordo. And then you're going to pull the sits bones down as we extend. Respirando 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. So then from here, I'm going to go back to this leg. So dos dedos, pierna derecha. And then I'm going to extend the leg out and then float my torso towards this leg. Bend the knee, set it down easy. Vamos a intentarlo otro lado. So now we'll try this on the other side. Dos dedos. Dedo gordo. Extiende la pierna and then flotamos el torso sobre la pantorrilla. So you got to pull back with the opposite thigh. Good. Doblando la rodilla, setting it down gently. So now we're going to go back to the pierna derecha. Let's go back. Subiendo. Now open to the side. This time, grab the outside edge. Vamos a coger el borde afuera del pie. And then extiende la pierna. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bajando. Ya está. Otro lado. So we'll try that on the other side. Abriendo la rodilla, la cadera. Y desde aquí la mano cogiendo el borde afuera del pie izquierdo y vamos a extender. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien, bajando la pierna. Eso. So now from here let's try right foot, pie derecho on the muslo, or you could slide that foot a little bit up. Good. Push the thigh and foot together. Brazos arriba. And then if you like, vamos a doblar. You can fold over that leg. Good. Now, if it feels comfortable down here, you could take your mano derecha across the back, cruzando la espalda, and find your foot. Stretch here for a moment. Good. And then releasing that hand down, empujando por el pie izquierdo, subiendo, ya está. Otro lado. Let's try that on the other side. So desde aquí, you'll take your pie izquierdo, izquierdo, abriendo y ponemos el pie en el muslo derecho. Give yourself a moment para encontrar tu equilibrio, to find your balance. Y vamos a bajar, bajando 3, 2, 1, muy bien, and then letting the head come down. 2, 3 respiraciones. And you can take that hand. So your mano izquierda a tu pie izquierdo detrás de la espalda, so from behind the back. Left hand to right hand, left hand to left foot. And then from there, slowly subiendo otra vez. Muy bien, bajando la pierna. And we'll just lightly walk your feet. Good. So relaxing some of that tension. Bailando, bailando, bailando. Try arms one way, feet the other. Good. Okay, so desde aquí, let's try this. I'm going to come to the right side of my mat and voy a poner mi manta. I'm going to put my blanket in the center. Good. So inhale, brazos arriba. And then exhale, tailbone moves down. And desde aquí, I'm going to float. So reach your weight out, out, out into the hands and let the head go. So try to look up and see tus muslos. Try to see the heads of the hips. Good. And then I'm going to inhale, look out beyond my dedos. So look out beyond the fingers, walk the hands out, right, left, right. Good. So now you could take your left knee down if you wanted and make a side plank. Or you could try just taking your left foot slightly in rotating onto that side and lifting side plank. 5 respiraciones. Good, so remember you could do this with the bottom knee down, con la rodilla abajo en el piso. Muy bien, desde aquí, manos abajo, so taking the hands down, turning the feet, top walking the feet hacia la izquierda un poquito, and then vamos a equilibrarnos aquí en el brazo derecho. Muy bien, desde aquí, brazos, so now you'll just float it back into an Adho Mukha Svanasana, doblando las rodillas, and then vamos a poner la cadera en el piso, and then we'll lower down. So take a second, take your palms back behind your palmas conectada, and then lift the right leg, tap your hands, vamos a tocar las manos con los dedos, and then vamos a intentarlo con la otra pierna, so you'll try that with the other leg, tocando las manos con el pie izquierdo. Muy bien, and then vamos a estirar las piernas afuera, so stretch the 2 legs up, and then subimos, and then tocamos otra vez. Good, now si puedes agarrar los tobillos, if you can take the ankles, con las dos manos, ya está. Exhale, lift your esternón, estirando muy bien afuera. Good, if you want to girar, you can twist, rotate to the right, gira a la derecha. Por si quieres, desde aquí movemos por el centro y giramos a la izquierda. Bueno. Desde aquí, la pelvis otra vez en el piso. So now your pelvis is back on the floor. Vamos a extender los muslos otra vez. Lift the thighs. Extend the legs. Bring your brazos afuera. Take the 2 arms up. Shalabhasana. Good. And then from here, palmas debajo de los hombros. So palms on the shoulders. And 10 deditos en el piso. Subiendo la cabeza. Bueno, el cuerpo desde el piso. And then let's move your head por un ratito aquí en tu manta. So now you can take your head for a moment to your blanket. I want you to open up your armpits here. Abrimos las axilas. And then we're going to interlace, entrelazar los dedos juntos. So take your fingers together and push your antebrazos abajo. So push your forearms down. Take the head to the floor, hacia el piso, and you can lift your tailbone up. Practice, si quieres practicar, subiendo una pierna y después otra pierna. And from there, quizás, vamos a subir. So you can take 2 legs up, 2 piernas arriba, y si quieres, puedes extender. Respirando profundamente. Good, desde aquí, bajando las piernas, you can lower the legs, take your weight back into the legs, and vamos a coger, agarrar los 2 dedos. Bueno, yo digo dedos, pero yo quiero decir codos. So opposite hand, manos a tus codos, and then really relax, let the neck go, go, go. Muy bien, desde aquí yo voy a mirar arriba. I'm going to look out and bring my isquiones to my manta, to my blanket. And then inhale, stretch towards my 2 legs, las 2 piernas. I'm going to now take my left hand to let's go to the big toes here. Stretch this leg afuera. Reach through the heel. Abrimos, abrimos. And then let the leg come into the other hand, cruzando el cuerpo, crossing the body, sentando muy arriba. So you'll feel, for me, there's a lot of tightness in the outer part of this calf, in your big soleus, gastrocnemius, those calf muscles, los músculos de la pantorrilla. Muy bien. Y vamos a bajar la pierna otra vez. So you'll lower it down. Same thing, otro lado. Vamos a estirar la pierna arriba. Good. And then notice lo que está pasando con tu columna torácica. So what's happening with your thoracic spine? You bring it adentro. Good. Mientras bajando los hombros, so while you're lowering the shoulders. And then check it out. Sí, vamos a abrir la pierna. So you'll open the leg again. Sentando un poco más arriba, sitting up a little bit more. Y vamos a hacerlo otro lado. So you'll take it cruzando el cuerpo. Good. So, para estirar las afueras de la pierna. Muy bien. Vamos a colocar otra vez los pies abajo. And then 2 hands, 2 feet. Walk your feet to the sits bones. And then vamos a sentarnos. See if you can sit up. Good. So remember, we're interested in balance. Queremos equilibrarnos en cada plano. So on each plane of movement. So here you go. Maybe you'll find the 2 heels slightly above the knees. Y después puedes extender otra vez. You can extend the 2 legs. Good. Y vamos a doblar. You'll lower the legs. Take the hands now to the underneath your shins, and you're in a little Baddha Konasana. Come float forward. Good. Then from here, just lift your right leg. Set it down. Lift the left leg. Set it down. And then if you like, lift 2 feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put those 2 feet down. Now the hands that are underneath, you're going to walk them back behind you so they can slide over. Your head can move a little closer to the feet. You could just feel the arms there moving towards the back. And you're just como una pelotita, like a little ball, letting the shoulders stretch. So sometimes these poses where you're bound around, you got one leg over the other leg, it's hard to just experience the pose instead of kind of perform the pose. So when you're here, see where you can find comfort, right? Where can the body relax? Where is there intentional resistance or tension? ¿Dónde está la tensión, la resistencia en el cuerpo que es necesario para formar la postura? And then from there, let's just unfold. Bring yourself right back up. I'm going to turn my body the other way and begin to move some of my weight down to the floor. So, hey, I'm going to come right just in front of my blanket. Inhale con los brazos afuera, and then exhale. I'm going to lower back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from here, subir otra vez. So just lift right back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You could lift one leg. Vamos a intentarlo otra vez. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale. Subiendo otra vez. Good. Let's try that. Otra pierna subida. Good. Bajando. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inspirar. Inhale. And exhale. Vamos a subir. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dos piernas arriba. So if you'd like, try this with 2 legs lifted. Good. Y vamos a subir. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's lower down once again. And you can bring your head onto your manta, but your hombros on your manta, but your cabeza not on the manta. And then I'm going to exhale, lift the thighs over my face, sobre mi cabeza. And then pull tailbone up, manos aquí. So you can take your hands if you like to the hips and walk the shoulder blades o omoplatas un poco más en la columna. So the shoulder blades can come a little closer to the spine. From here, vamos a apoyar la cadera. So you'll support the hips as you lift the two legs in the air, encontrando las femorales. You're finding your hamstrings to help you lift the legs, your glutes. So pull the heels back using the glutes and hamstrings. And then from there, you can move the hands hacia las costillas. You can move the hands towards the ribs. Good. Spreading the toes. Haciendo, estirando muy bien por los dedos del pie. Good. So that's all to involve the muscles in the legs in helping hold the legs up. Muy bien. So desde aquí vamos a bajar. You're going to lower, lower, lower las piernas. Y vamos a bajar otra vez la pelvis, la pelvis, la pelvis. And then from here, empujamos los codos. So push the elbows down, come on to the top of the head, and then stretch your labio bajo, the labio bajo sobre el labio superior. Good. So you're going to pull that bottom lip over the top lip. Exhale, sitting the feet down into the floor, and then you'll take your dos brazos arriba, and then we can doblar. You can fold at the elbows and push, push, push through the feet, and see about lifting perhaps onto the top of the head, and then coming maybe for a few big breaths in our Urdhva Dhanurasana. When you feel ready, lowering back down, letting the body come to rest. Take a moment, bring your wrists or your fingers here to your costillas, to your ribs. And stretch the wrists back the other way. And then we're going to open all the way up. Vamos a poner los pies. You'll take your knees over to your hacia los codos, to the elbows. Muy bien. Y bueno, podemos girar la vista. We can turn the gaze otra dirección, the other way, en una petición. Muy bien. Y ahora las piernas sobre el pecho. So now you can take your knees over the chest. Y girando otra dirección. You'll turn the other way. Muy bien, desde aquí. So now from here, letting the two legs rise up. And roll up the soles of the feet. Now move together. And take a second, rub the palms for a moment. And then take the palms here to your eyes. And you can take your thumbs, your pulgares, to your temples, to the temples. And just rub, rub, rub aquí for a moment. Applying a little pressure. You can now take the pinkies to the inner parts of the eyebrows and apply a little pressure. And from here, just open the legs, open the arms. Let your breaths move a little slower, a little lower, bajando la respiración, haciendo más lenta la respiración. Y cuando estés listos, cuando estén listos, tú puedes abrazar las piernas con los brazos sobre el pecho. You can hug your legs with your arms over your chest. Y desde aquí giramos a un lado. You'll turn to one side. We'll push up. Y estamos aquí sentados. Muy bien, con las palmas juntas. The palms together. Bajando la cabeza. Tu práctica es un regalo. Your practice is a gift. Muchísimas gracias. Disfruta tu día y namaste. Muy bien.